Hi, I'm just here to talk to you about your experience with the Manipulatives Workshop and Whole Brain Learning. What did you take away from the workshop?
You see, when we started the workshop on whole brain learning, the outcomes and objectives were given to us. And I was busy thinking about it while we carried on the exercise. And the exercise became so intense that I forgot all about the objectives and just dove into the exercise.
And can you tell us what the exercise entailed?
Well, we first of all introduce ourselves, our names. We'd introduce our names through
Manipulatives?
manipulatives, which was very, very interesting. I had to manipulate my name, John. All I could think of was, well, John is God's mercy, or God is merciful. So I looked at my name, then I got one of the manipulatives, the body, and I made a bull representing God's hands, and then myself, a little dummy on the inside. So I found myself in God's hands. I was always in God's mercy. So I started it that way, and I really felt good about it, and I felt like part of something. I was beginning to take activities into my own hands. And my neighbor Melissa made some caricature of a honey, and then that brought to my mind, oh, Melissa, I remember something quite figurative in my past where that was in it. And then I recognized it was one line in Virgil. The Georgics, I remembered it well because that was the book we studied for the Cambridge School Certificate. And while we're doing all of this, now that whole brain learning really got my attention. And I just felt in a complete aura, an aura of learning, where all my senses became alive. Everything we're talking about, I just began to feel a very new feeling about learning. I usually don't feel that when we go to a town hall or something. I just sit back and it comes to me what they're saying. Sometimes I take notes and so on. But in this particular activity, the teachers were there and they made us part of it. I don't know how it worked out, but I became part of it, and I was busy thinking about my own courses while I listened to how they were doing the presentations and make us to participate. All the time I was thinking, now I just finished teaching my students studying motion. Motion in one dimension, motion in two dimension, how the various parts fitted together. And while I was looking at what was going on, I was in my mind making up my modifications of my own that would fit into what I was learning. And somehow I felt good, because some of the things I was doing seemed to fit with the flipped training that I had experienced in one of our talks with the same group of trainers, this fellowship. What is it again? FL?
Oh, the Faculty Learning Community.
Yeah, the community. I began to really feel like part of this community, and that maybe that I can contribute something to it. Because somehow part of my work, what I was doing, started feeling like I was flipping things without really knowing it. In the end, when I talked to Christina this morning, I really came to the feeling that I have been flipping in a way, but that was most recently because I had been thinking about doing things like that. In fact, even the book I adopted was doing those things, doing online learning, hundreds of slides on a small topic. And as I went through the slides, I was looking into how I could shorten them to get the students truly engaged. There were pre-lecture videos and things, very short and to the point. And I am beginning to feel very much a part of what is going on, and I'm beginning to see myself even being improved. And as I left the day, we were there for 2 sessions, and as I left, I was busy thinking about that introduction we had. This lady, Melissa, I knew that line, and I was walking down the corridor, and I believe this whole learning aura just brought everything just back to me. And I was going on the way, and I stepped my foot, and I was thinking, proteinus, and I said, I got it. That was where I got it. Proteinus aerii. Melissa, Melis Celestia Dona, yes. Melis Celestia Dona. I said, that's where I was getting her name, the honey, the gift of the heavens, because it was very fun. So I came back and I told her, oh, I got it. So I see this whole learning not only gets you to learn the material, but opens your mind, really opens your mind to the whole world, in fact, and to the present and to the past. That's my take on it.
Thank you so much for sharing.